Well, I had a high impedance air gap there. So now you guys can hear me. Sorry about that. So, yeah, busy night tonight. Just jumping on here. I just got home from work. Had to work tonight. But now I'm here. Right now we're talking about severe weather in the Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex. I'll jump back out to the big picture since y'all didn't catch any of what I said for the first couple of minutes there. But yeah, we're looking at a large line of thunderstorms right now. We've got this area of storms pushing down from the north, going through the Dallas area right now. And then we've got a second area of storms as well that's moving toward the east right now. And this one near Fort Worth right now in Tarrant County, in southern Tarrant County, is right now the most significant storm that we've seen so far in terms of the wind. We've just got this huge bag of wind right here in southwest Fort Worth, southwest Tarrant County near the Benbrook area right now. This could have 70 to 80 mile an hour winds in it. That could do just as much damage as a tornado. So that's very intense winds, potentially, hurricane force winds that we're talking about moving into a very densely populated area. Some of these buildings on the southwest part of, or the south side of Tarrant County are not very well constructed. So this is a very concerning event about to unfold in Tarrant County right now. So right now, again, severe thunderstorm warning. Let me check and see what time. This is a destructive severe thunderstorm warning. This one expires in 16 minutes. Yeah. Oh, by the way, Travis, wanted to respond back to you again. You were saying whichever I prefer, hello and good evening. I actually prefer to say morning at this point, 'cause it's almost midnight here in Oklahoma. But evening, overnight, morning, at this point, it's all the same thing right now. But it's good to see you in there, Travis. I'm gonna have to restart this. It looks like my screen recording has stopped responding all of a sudden. So give me just 1 second. Let me I think all I have to do is cycle it. Can I not? Let me just do that. Let's see if that, nope. I think I'm gonna have to, hang on. Let me do this real quick. I think I gotta reconfigure it one more time. It's probably because I opened it after I had already started streaming, or after I started. Okay, so I don't know how much of that you guys caught, but right now we're looking at this area right now. It's actually come down in the last radar scan. It's weakened just a touch, but it's still severe. We're looking at this pocket of severe wind right now that is getting ready to move. Right now it's over the Benbrook area. It's getting ready to move into southwest portions of Fort Worth. It's in southwest Tarrant County right now, maybe a little bit strong winds in the White Settlement area right now, but for sure getting some strong winds in the Benbrook area right now, and eventually approaching I-35W. So we're getting ready to approach the I-35 corridor here in the next few minutes. We're going to be tracking this as it moves through Tarrant County. Again, right now in Dallas isn't really getting too much in the way of wind right now, and actually Dallas is not under a severe thunderstorm warning. The majority of the severe weather right now is in Fort Worth. There's a lot of lightning strikes, though, so there could be some lightning strike house fires, and there's also another dense area of lightning strikes as well towards southeastern portions of Tarrant County. Just want to look down here in the Johnson County area, because Johnson County, I do believe, is also under a severe thunderstorm warning as well for 70 mile an hour winds. Maybe getting some strong winds down along the leading edge here in Cleburne. And we need to watch this too, because it does look like this area may have a little bit of weak circulation right now. So we're going to continue to watch that. It does look like there could be a little bit of a hook trying to form down here near Cleburne. So we're going to have to watch the leading edge of this line right here as it continues to progress toward the east. So we need to keep an eye on places like Cleburne right now, and just see, just continue to watch it. I need to adjust my seat. So yeah, we're continuing to watch that one right now. Again, 70 mile an hour winds and possibly up to 1 inch hail. Same thing here, 1 inch hail, but 80 mile an hour winds possibly, and that's why the National Weather Service has gone with a destructive tag for this severe thunderstorm here in southern Tarrant County. And right now, this is the biggest game in town right now. Again, the winds look to have weakened just a little bit, but there's probably, still some 60 to 70 mile an hour winds in there right now as this continues to move off to the east. So there's still a pocket of strong winds in there. I just want to lapse the radar real quick and see if this is kind of possibly going to pose a flooding threat for DFW. They did have a tornado warning on this complex earlier as I was jumping on the air in Tarrant County, western Tarrant County, southwestern Tarrant County, but they have dropped it. They've allowed it to expire, so that's some good news. There was a little bit of a hook on it earlier. But again, I'm continuing to watch this area down near Cleburne to see there's probably some stronger winds in here, possibly 60 to 70 mile an hour winds down on the south side of Cleburne right now. That would be right now our area of greatest concern. And we're just going to continue to watch this because, again, it does have a hook trying to form down here near Cleburne. Just trying to check and see if there's any, if I'm getting any alerts for any damage or anything. Haven't seen any damage reports just yet out of the Tarrant County area, which is good news. But we're going to continue to keep an eye on it. And then there's more severe storms off to the east as well. This entire line is pretty much severe at this point. Also, some very strong winds probably down here in Ellis County as well. 65 mile an hour winds. Down here around, getting ready to push into Henderson County, maybe on the southern sides of Kaufman County, probably a pocket of 70 mile an hour winds in there and approaching, there's also another area as well out here in Van Zandt County as well of 65 to 70 mile an hour winds. And this is a particularly dangerous situation, severe thunderstorm watch that we have out right now, and it's just because of the extreme winds that we could be seeing tonight. We could see we could possibly be talking about over hurricane force winds tonight. So right now, again, the wind is right now the biggest story. We don't have any tornado warnings currently, but I am continuing to watch that area down near Cleburne right now for any potential tornado development. Again, broad rotation in it right now. It looks like the hook is kind of falling apart just a little bit, but there is still a little bit of a hook there on reflectivity. Looks like they have canceled the severe thunderstorm warning for Tarrant County. But I do think they're keeping the broader severe thunderstorm warning. So the 80 mile an hour destructive warning has gone away right now, but they're still keeping the 70 mile an hour considerable. So still destructive winds that we could be seeing moving into Tarrant County, but certainly not as strong as they were, just a little bit, but still probably a little bit of a stronger pocket of 70 mile an hour winds back near the Benbrook area right now, and maybe another pocket getting ready. It's a little bit hard to tell because we're close to the radar site that's down here to the north of Burleson, but maybe a little bit of some strong winds in there as well near Crowley. But it's a good thing that we're not going to see that the winds have kind of calmed down a little bit. It's not as much of a wind threat right now. Luckily the wind is not as strong right now, just because, like I said, there are some houses down to the south side of Fort Worth down here that are not very well constructed, so 80 mile an hour winds could have, destroyed a lot of homes down there, potentially. How's it going, Andy? It's good to see you in here. Hopefully I'll start to do some ham radio streams here again soon. I've been a little bit busy trying to cover weather the last few weeks on the channel. But hopefully I'll get to do some ham radio streams. But I appreciate you watching, Andy. It's good to see you. And luckily all these storms have already moved through Oklahoma, Travis. My antenna is also in the air. And luckily it has not been destroyed yet this year, so it's kind of a game at this point, seeing if it ends up getting destroyed. So yeah, I'm just kind of, this doesn't look as strong as it did earlier. So that's certainly some good news. But we could still be seeing some 1-inch hail, so if you're in the Venus area, you might want to move your car inside. Might get some 1-inch hail. Alvarado could potentially be getting a little bit of hail. There could be some hail mixed in some of these areas of higher reflectivity, but for the most part, it looks like this is overall kind of starting to weaken, which is certainly good news. But again, the entire line is severe all the way out to Texarkana. And all these areas shaded in blue are under a PDS severe thunderstorm watch as this cluster of storms continues to progress to the south. Just trying to reconfigure some things over here on the iPad real quick. There we go. Scale precipitation discussion for northern and central Texas and northwestern Louisiana, it looks like. Yeah. So possible flash flooding is likely in a lot of this area where we're seeing these thunderstorms underway right now. So they are considering issuing a flash flood watch for this area. It's due to the potential to see 2 to 3 inch totals in a very short duration. And this is this complex of storms is moving pretty fast off to the south right now. You can just watch it in the radar, in the lapsing the radar. It's moving off to the south pretty fast. So it should be moving into central Texas here in the next little bit. So just heads up in places like Hillsboro and Waco. You'll be getting it on these storms here in a little bit, in Corsicana, Athens, and eventually the Tyler area as well, Palestine. Longview, Kilgore, and eventually even places like Shreveport. But for the most part, all the severe weather right now is in North Texas, or North and Northeast Texas. There were some tornado warnings issued earlier too, up to the north. So we're continuing to keep an eye on this. There was a report from the airport weather station at Mineral Wells for 69 mile an hour winds at the Mineral Wells Airport. In this polygon that's flashing now, we did just get a new severe thunderstorm warning issued. This is a considerable severe thunderstorm warning, and this is for Ellis Hill and Johnson counties until 12:30 a.m. And that's going to be for 70 mile an hour wind and 1-inch hail. So there's a possibility we could see some 70 mile an hour winds with these clusters of storms that are getting ready to move through. Again, that's for Johnson, Hill, and Ellis counties until 12:30 a.m. Possible 70 mile an hour winds and 1-inch hail. And yeah, we're probably seeing these 70 mile an hour winds are going to be roughly in this area right here. So get ready to move into places like Venus and eventually places like Itasca and Hillsboro, Whitney. So if you know anybody out on the lake on Lake Whitney tonight, go ahead and let them know it's time to get off the lake because severe thunderstorms are headed their way. I know Lake Whitney this time of year is a pretty popular lake. And Aguila Lake as well. Or Aquila. Hopefully nobody was out on the lake at Pat Cleburne because they're getting rained on right now and probably getting some strong winds as well. Pat Cleburne's also another kind of popular lake down in this part of Texas. And luckily, again, that area that I was watching, that I was mentioning where the hook was a little bit earlier near Cleburne, it's kind of it's no longer really rotating, and we didn't really see anything too concerning, overly concerning on velocities. But right now, it's just a big bag of wind right now, probably some 70s and possibly even approaching 80-mile-an-hour winds near Alvarado right now, moving through Alvarado. If I sample that, it looks like it's says 65. I wouldn't be surprised to see some 70, 75s in here, though. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see some 75s in there somewhere. It does look like we have a little bit of a hail core, though, getting ready to move toward, looks like, let's see, looks like it's moving more off to the east, so Maypearl here in the next little bit might be getting a little bit of hail, but prepare for some hail, maybe down in even the Grandview area. But right now, as far as hail goes, it looks like it's going to be this little pocket right here for 1-inch hail. So that'd be about quarter-size hail. And there was also a report at DFW Airport, the airport weather station there as well, recorded a gust at about 10:57, so about an hour ago, of 68-mile-an-hour wind. But really along the leading edge of this line of storms, we need to just keep an eye out for any possible spin-ups, because that could potentially be a hazard tonight as this complex of storms continues to progress off to the south. Could still possibly see some damaging wind potential in Fort Worth or Tarrant County as well as it moves through the mid-cities. Possibly another pocket of potentially smaller hail back into the north Fort Worth area. This would be near Haltom City, North Richland Hills, Watauga area moving in that direction. So mostly it looks like just some heavy rainfall, but some small hail could be in there, and possibly another little small hail core in far east Fort Worth around the 820 and 121 area, so kind of close to the south sides of Hershulus, Bedford. For the most part, it looks like just heavy rain, and they have actually canceled the severe thunderstorm warning, or allowed it to expire for Tarrant County. They have canceled it. Just want to go back to velocities real quick and look at the velocity and see what we have as far as strong winds. Actually going to make a new tab here so I can open up the Shreveport radar and just kind of bounce back and forth between the two. Radar site's a little bit easier. And there is a new severe thunderstorm warning right now too. Let me get the Shreveport radar pulled up though real quick before I jump back to that, so that can load while I'm showing you this new severe thunderstorm warning. New severe thunderstorm warning though is for Eastland and Stevens counties. Excuse me. Eastland and Stevens counties till 12:45 a.m. That's going to be for 60-mile-an-hour winds and ping pong ball size hail. So let me pull up the Shreveport radar, because looks like I want to show you guys some of the wind over there, but let me show you guys real quick that stronger storm back here to the west. It's going to be this one back here near Eastland. And then we'll get to another storm report that I just saw come through as well. So possibly some 60 mile-an-hour winds in here, and ping pong ball size hail to the north of Cisco, getting ready to head toward Eastland. But there was a report back in Mineral Wells of thunderstorm wind damage. And there are apparently broadcast media reports of roof torn off of a metal building and power lines down on Highway 180 west of Mineral Wells. And we do have still some strong storms back to the east of Abilene as well, with some large hail as well. Kind of close to Bayard, Texas. Getting ready to move into Putnam for tennis ball sized hail and 80-mile-an-hour destructive winds. Let me go see if this one is. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so we're probably getting ready to see some pretty strong winds kind of to the west of Ore City, moving toward Ore City. I'm going to say those are really strong. It looks like about 80 to 85 miles an hour, 86 miles an hour close to Ore City, and possibly even some 85-mile-an-hour winds right now also near the city of Gilmer in East Texas. So heads up if you know anybody in that area, let them know. Anybody, if you know anybody in Ore City, give them a heads up and let them know that there are some 85-mile-an-hour winds right now getting ready to move in their direction right now that are coming up to Highway 155 and getting ready to come up to the town of Ore City here. And right now we have destructive winds moving through Ore City as well. And again, this is warned right now for half-dollar size hail and 80-mile-an-hour destructive winds as well. So certainly a damaging wind situation going on right now near Ore City, Texas. And I'm going to pull up another tab real quick. Another tab as well here real quick so that I can go back to the Dallas Air Force Base radar and show you guys a little bit more of a better view of that storm to the west. Come on. All right, should be switching over to the Dallas Air Force Base radar. But again, 80-mile-an-hour winds approaching the city of Ore City out in East Texas. So if you know anybody out there near Lake of the Pines, Ore City, Gilmer area, 80-mile-an-hour winds right now. Let your friends, family know if you know anybody out there. Let them know that there is a destructive storm with 80-mile-an-hour winds that could absolutely cause some significant damage. Could cause just as much damage as a tornado. So eventually places like Longview, Kilgore, Marshall, Jefferson are going to be getting in on this as well. So just a heads up, this storm is headed in your direction in the next little bit. The storm looks like it's almost right on top of Ore City. So Ore City should be getting in on these winds here in a few minutes. It looks like it's kind of broadened out, at least as far as the destructive winds go. So that's some good news. Let me zoom into this. Zoom into the Dallas radar site real quick. And again, this is that Eastland storm again. Large hail, possibly up to tennis balls to the north of Cisco right now. So if you know anybody traveling along I-20 near Ranger, let them know that they might be driving into tennis ball size hail here in the next little bit. And they should probably consider pulling off. Sorry, I'm a little bit stuffed up now. And this is very large hail near Putnam. Tennis balls. This one actually is half-dollar size hail. My bad. I misspoke on that one. So half-dollar size hail near Eastland. But tennis balls near Putnam, Texas. So tennis balls near Putnam, Texas. That's still tennis balls crossing I-20 near Putnam, between Bayard and Putnam. So if you know anybody traveling between Cisco and Putnam, give them a heads up. Let them know that a destructive thunderstorm is moving along I-20 right now. Definitely can blow out some windshields. So we'll continue to keep an eye on that one. I want to go back to the storms to our south, or to the south of Dallas Fort Worth. It looks like Hill County is now in under a severe thunderstorm warning as well. That is that one that I was talking about earlier, moving toward Whitney. So this includes places like Blum, Whitney, Hillsborough, Carl's Corner, Itasca, Covington. you're under a severe thunderstorm warning, and this is again warned for 1-inch hail and 70-mile-an-hour winds. So your 70-mile-an-hour winds are going to be roughly in these pink areas here. So pocket to the south of Grandview, another pocket to the south of Covington. Getting ready to move into Itasca here very shortly. And probably a big blob of 70-mile-an-hour winds roughly back from Venus. Getting ready to move into the town of Venus in Johnson County here in the next little bit. There is another severe thunderstorm wind report. This is back in Hopkins County. Back in Hopkins County near the town of Cumbie. Broadcast meter report of thunderstorm wind damage, and apparently there's been an image of a tree fallen onto a home in Cumbie causing damage to the roof. And it does look like in the last radar frame we're seeing some much more significant winds. These are headed into the town of Maypearl right now. If I take a quick sample of them, this is going to be 85-mile-an-hour winds likely. 70 to 80-mile-an-hour winds. I'm surprised that it's only reading 75, because when you start to get those oranges in there, that's a little bit of a stronger wind gust. And it may just be that it's too small of a pixel to actually detect, but there could be some 70 to 80-mile-an-hour wind gusts, I think, near Maypearl, getting ready to come to Maypearl. So certainly a loud and destructive storm near Maypearl right now. I'm going to try to pull something up real quick. Try and pull something up in the background here. It may pop up on the screen. Give me 1 second. Yep. Let me just drag this to the background. Really, all I want out of this is the audio. So I don't care about anything really other than the audio with this. I think I might have to do 1 second. Oops, bump that. Actually, I think I can just do this. Just bear with me 1 second, guys. Just trying to pull something up real quick. Crap. Hopefully it'll let me paste this in there. I don't know if it'll let me paste it though. I need to log into something, but I think it's going to give me a... What? 1 second. There we go. I think it might let me paste it, but I'm not sure. 1 second. Nope, can't paste it. Okay. Just trying to log into something real quick so I can... Crap. Crap, and that's not going to let me scroll, is it? It's not letting me scroll. I might have to do this. I'll have to do this. So yeah, we're getting some pretty intense winds right now near the area of Maypearl. So right now that's going to be our area of strongest winds. Of course, that's not on there. Why would that be on there? Trying to pull up just some radio traffic here. But I'm having problems getting logged in. Okay, this should let me copy this now. Hopefully I don't have to log back in. Okay, now let me interact. Oh, sweet. There we go. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to bring up Ellis County Fire, just in case we get some damage. We'll be able to hear it on here live on the stream, but I don't know if it's going to let me. I may have to paste that too, since I can't open up Google Chrome. It kind of makes it a little bit hard, because if I open up Google Chrome on here, it'll crash my stream. Because I only have currently one streaming computer, so. But this wind is so strong, I would not be surprised if we get some wind damage out of this. Okay, that should let me play it now. Okay, there we go. So I think that should work. Maybe. Eufaula, Oklahoma does look good right now. Eufaula, Oklahoma, you should be good to go to bed. Severe threats pretty much ended it in Eufaula. Alright, so yeah, if any storms come through, we should be able to hear them on here now. I gotta just turn my... Okay, we're good now. We are good. All right. So yeah, right now Maypearl, the south side of Maypearl is getting some pretty strong winds, 70 to 80 mile an hour winds. Right now it's saying about 76 mile an hour winds. I mean, it's pretty concerning to see winds that strong. And this is going to be approaching the I-35 corridor, so we could have a issue here pretty soon with semis and stuff getting blown over, potentially. And I might even throw... I might just go make a quick playlist real quick on here, because I think it's significant enough to do that. And then that way I can just play all of the Ellis County Fire. Oops. Okay, that I'll just go drop these on there real quick. So yeah, if we get any damage reports, they'll come through. I'm just going to throw Waxahachie on there real quick. And that should be good. Maybe even Ennis. I'm only doing fire. I'm not putting police on there. But usually when there's, you know, things like 18-wheelers to get turned over and stuff like that, that's you know, that'll come through there. They're going to dispatch the fire department usually to that kind of stuff. So now I should just have to copy that over. Give me just one more second. Trying to do all this on the fly. So all right, so yeah, if anything happens in Ellis County, it'll come through there. We did just get another considerable severe thunderstorm warning for ping pong ball size hail back in Eastland County. So let me jump back over there. It's going to be for this one that's getting ready to cross, or excuse me, $50 size hail. It's getting ready to it's crossed I-20 now. So your hail core right now is going to be headed toward the town of Ranger, roughly. So heads up, those folks of you that may be in Ranger might be seeing some $50 size hail in the next couple of minutes. And we're still watching this one that has tennis ball sized hail on it, 80-mile-an-hour destructive winds as well. Let's see what the winds look like. There's your area of strong winds. It's going to be outside that warning now, but let's see if this one also says it. This one says 70-mile-an-hour winds, but they still have the other warning up behind it for destructive winds. But likely some very strong winds just went through the town of Maypearl and are probably still going through Maypearl right now. Again, it's going to be this area of pink and white. It's going to have the most intense winds. And again, we just got to watch the leading edge of these storms for any possible QLCS spin-up tornadoes. Those can happen pretty fast. For now, I don't see really any rotation in these storms. And likely, very intense winds also just went through the town of Ore City as well. Ore City, Texas. So getting ready to head toward the town of Jefferson next and eventually Marshall. So heads up if you're in Jefferson, Texas or Marshall, Texas. And even places like Longview. Longview's a higher populated town, so 80-mile-an-hour winds and quarter-size hail are possible with the storm. And I just realized that my screen is locked up yet again. So give me just 1 second. I gotta fix that again. My radar frame is locked up. Let me go fix that real quick. Still locked up. Give me 1 sec. Not sure why that keeps happening, but should be fixed now. Yep, there we go. Okay. So it's fixed now. And it looks like this one now they're saying is moving a little bit more to the southeast.
Destructive thunderstorm warning has been
Because they just put up a new warning. And this new warning is going to be for 80-mile-an-hour destructive winds and 1-inch hail. So quarter-size hail. And there's going to be your pocket of 80-mile-an-hour winds right here. Again, this just moved through Maypearl just a minute ago. So this is going to be moving toward the town of Italy in the next few minutes. And this is for Ellis Hill and Navarro counties. Make sure that I don't need to add Italy to there too. Should just be lumped into that. Yeah. Okay. So we're good with that. Yeah, these linear storms can oftentimes spin up. These linear storm modes can often spin up QLCS tornadoes. Those are usually short-lived, though. Oh, excuse me. Those are very often short-lived. Looks like another area, though, of stronger winds, probably 60 to 70-mile-an-hour winds to the west of Jefferson currently. So heads up if you're in Jefferson, especially if you're traveling along I-59 or... excuse me. U.S. Highway 59. If you're in a semi-truck traveling along U.S. Highway 59, near Jefferson or Marshall, Texas, to the north of I-20. Could definitely see some strong winds that could blow semis over. But I think our most concerning right now is it's backed off on radar again, but it looks like we're starting to see those strong winds along I-35 right now near Italy. But radar's kind of come down just a little bit. But the strongest pocket of winds, which was the 80-mile-an-hour winds that it was warned for, are still northwest of Italy. But this thing's Holland, so if you're on I-35E between Hillsborough and Waxahachie, definitely need to be prepared for 80-mile-an-hour winds, 70 to 80-mile-an-hour winds. And eventually this is going to be moving into places like Blooming Grove and Dawson. Really, this storm looks to be the most intense right now. Oops. But right now, that looks to be the most intense. So we're still continuing to keep an eye on it. Unfortunately, I don't have any tech stock cameras in this area. I should probably keep an eye, though, on the tech stock map. Just in case anything happens. See if I can find let me see if I can pull up the map real quick so I can keep an eye on it. There are some cameras down there. They're just still picture cameras and not video. Like a lot of other states have. Arkansas and Mississippi have really good camera networks. But Texas, some reason, has not updated theirs to the 20th century. Does look like traffic is a little bit slow, though, down towards Waxahachie right now. There's some yellow on the map. I'm not seeing any crashes right now, so that's good news. But we'll definitely have to keep an eye on it. Just make sure that there's no semis or anything like that that get overturned. Especially down there near Italy. Because right now I think that's our biggest concern. Again, these kind of winds, 80-mile-an-hour winds, will definitely toss a tractor trailer over on its side. So that's a little bit of a concern right now. Oops, wrong one. Just trying to add a couple more things to this playlist real quick. It locked me out again. So yeah, some strong winds are just pushed to the east of the I-35 corridor near Italy right now. So again, that's a big concern of ours right now. And new severe thunderstorm warning has just been issued. This is a considerable threat. It has a considerable tag on it for 70-mile-an-hour winds and 1-inch hail, so quarter-sized hail. I really need a second shack here. Or, excuse me, second computer in the shack, in the studio. Just trying to see if there's any other channels that I need to add here. Should be fine without them. Should be fine. Might add them real quick. Well, yeah, I'm going to add them. Just bear with me just 1 second. Just trying to get as much added to this playlist as... So if there's anything that happens as far as wind blowing through goes, we will hear it. Oh, I already put that on there. Did I already put that on there? Apparently I already put that on there. Let's see. I gotta refresh that in a second. Add that one. So that should be everybody that I need to listen to. All right. Oh, wait. Or no, I already put them on there. Okay. Let me go back and, yeah, I need to get a better computer, but all that costs money, and I don't have the extra money right now. Computers, especially for live streaming, are not cheap. That should be good. Should be hearing stuff. Should be hearing stuff now. Don't know why I'm not hearing anything. There we go. I don't know if y'all could hear that or not, but I've got scanner audio going through right now, going through my live stream. So the National Weather Service has already gone and issued a broader severe thunderstorm warning. This one is going to also encompass the north sides of the Waco metro area. This new one. This is again for 70-mile-an-hour winds and 1-inch hail. So Waco, the north end of Waco, or at least McLennan County, is now under a severe thunderstorm warning. But for now, this one in Illes Navarro is destructive. So they're going ahead and issuing warnings out ahead of this, but this is destructive with potential of 80-mile-an-hour winds. Yeah, I would build a computer, but pretty much everything I do is on Mac. So that makes it a little bit harder for me to find a computer. Everything's Mac, so I want everything to talk to each other, because especially with the live stream like I'm doing right now, I am able to copy text of a URL to be able to put stuff up on the screen. So when I'm doing stuff on my iPad, I can copy the link and pull it up on the stream. So luckily the Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex right now, it's just all rain for the Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex, but there is a flash flood warning right now due to heavy rain still being behind this storm complex. They've also gone ahead and issued a broader destructive severe thunderstorm warning down for East Texas. This is going to include places like Tyler, Kilgore, Longview. So this is a destructive severe thunderstorm warning for 80-mile-an-hour winds as well. So that's our two severe thunderstorm warnings, which I probably should put. Let me bring up the oh crap, I'm going to have to reopen that, I think. Let me do this. I need to put the Shreveport chat up. They are expanding the area of the severe thunderstorm watch. The severe thunderstorm warning back in Eastland and Stevens County has been allowed to expire. So it's this one to the west, the Putnam one that had tennis ball size hail, or actually, it would be this one. This storm that was warned that's near Ranger is no longer severe. That one. There was a warning there earlier and it's no longer severe. But the one with tennis balls is still this one. But it's down to half dollar size hail, but still a hail core pushing east. Eventually Gorman's going to get hit by the hail core, it looks like. So half dollar size hail in there. Looks like 60 to 70 mile an hour winds as well, getting ready to push into Gorman. So just a heads up if you're in Gorman or know anybody that lives in Gorman. I don't know why my allergies are so bad tonight, but they are horrible. Hillsborough Airport just reported a 64.4 mile an hour wind gust. So Hillsborough Airport just Just got a report of a 64-mile-an-hour wind gust. Does not surprise me. But again, the most intense winds that we have are getting ready to move towards Corsicana right now. It's going to be here for the 70 to 80 mile an hour wind gust. This will be moving into Corsicana here in the next little bit. And I could probably actually put a track on there real quick. I'm not sure what the storm motion is. Give me just 1 second. I gotta look at that. What's the storm motion on it? Moving east at 40, so it's more southeast. But so if it's moving 40 miles an hour, let's see what that storm tracks out to. It's gonna open. Hang on. Having issues with the storm tracks. Hopefully it opens this time. Yeah, so Corsicana in the next about 20 minutes. House in the next 10 minutes, Corsicana in the next 22, and Retreat in the next 22. So again, 70 to 80 mile an hour winds in this area right here to the north of Blooming Grove, Texas. Getting ready to move into Corsicana in about the next 20 minutes. We have a considerable severe thunderstorm warning up in North Dakota, it looks like right now too. So yeah, that's your area right now south of Ennis that has the it's right on the Ellis and Navarro County line. Yeah, I would do crowdfunding, but I'm just not. This is not really my thing. I don't know. I'm one of those people that doesn't like to ask for help. I don't like to ask for money from other people, so I don't like to. I don't like to. I just don't like to. That's just not my thing personally. But yeah, so still watching this area. They have canceled Hill County from the destructive severe thunderstorm warning. Still a considerable severe thunderstorm warning, though, for Hill County. Possibilities for 70 mile an hour winds. Oh, man. About to sneeze again. I'm trying to get to the mute button as quickly as I can so I don't sneeze in everybody's ear, but.
New information. This severe destructive thunderstorm warning has been updated.
I'm back. Hopefully I'll be sniffing a little bit less. I'm still a little bit stuffy, but I don't know what I got into today. It's got my allergies so kicked up. I don't know why my storm tracks is still on. But we're still continuing to watch this storm again. Still got destructive winds north of Corsicana, getting ready to move into the Corsicana area here in the next little bit. 70 to 80 mile an hour winds possible with this. It's looking more like 70 mile an hour winds though. It's not looking nearly as impressive as it was earlier. So that's some good news. Go back to East Texas real quick and look. So strong winds, 60 mile an hour winds, 70 mile an hour winds moving into Marshall, Texas right now. Looks like 60 to 70 is what the warning is for. So definitely some strong winds moving into the Marshall area right now. It's going to be this area right there. Also some, probably still some strong winds, 65 mile an hour winds, I would say, back into Longview, even though it's not warned anymore. It's really just warned for the leading edge because these, we'll get pockets of very strong winds with these storms, but they've already pretty much cleared most of Tyler and Longview. So really it's just along the leading edge. So pretty much this whole area here, and it's really starting to kind of fan out a little bit. But all of this is likely severe right now. Severe winds, 70 to 70, 65, 70, maybe 80 mile an hour winds with all those. And I think right now, in terms of destructive wind, it's still going to be this pocket right here coming into Corsicana. So if you know anybody in Corsicana or you live in Corsicana yourself, prepare for some destructive winds, possibly 70 to 80 mile an hour winds. Yeah, I appreciate the thought, tornado in the making. I appreciate that. Thank you for putting the idea in my head. Like I said, I don't know. I'll think about it. I don't want to just be dismissive about it, but I'll consider it. But I definitely appreciate it. So yeah, still some destructive winds getting ready to move into Corsicana, Texas. And it looks like it's kind of re-intensifying a little bit. You see these oranges in here. That's probably where your 80 mile an hour winds are going to be. I wouldn't be surprised if they reissued the destructive severe thunderstorm warning a little bit further to the east, just due if this trend continues, this re-intensification of the strong winds. So possibly some destructive 80 mile an hour winds in there. Mostly 70 mile an hour winds, but really some 70 to 80 mile an hour winds. Certainly possible, and that can absolutely cause some significant damage. Yeah, just 1 second. Hopefully that time I am a little bit less stuffy after that. It's really hard to get unstuffed up. What is going on here? Trying to... My iPad is freaking out right now. This is annoying. There we go. Now let me go back to IM. Trying to get my warnings to pop back up. There we go. Yeah, they've just got a huge swath warning out in East Texas. They're just warning pretty much every county for the leading edge of this line. Report of a 64-mile-an-hour wind gust now at Carl's Corner in Hill County. So yeah, 70 to 80 mile an hour destructive winds are approaching Corsicana still in the next few minutes. Winds probably just picked up, probably about to 60, 65 mile an hour in Corsicana. So just a heads up for folks in Corsicana, Texas. It's about to get very windy very fast. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if they reissue the severe thunderstorm warning to the east. But we still currently have 10 severe thunderstorm warnings right now. But again, about to get really windy in Corsicana. Yeah, Oklahoma allergies suck. It's not fun. I was hoping that the rains today would wash some of the stuff out of the air, but clearly that didn't happen. Yeah, I might have to try that later tonight because I have problems sleeping when I'm this stuffy. I hate being all nasally and sniffly. So they have also gone ahead and extended the severe thunderstorm warning out for this line. They've kind of condensed it a little bit more. So it doesn't look like the stuff down near the Jacksonville area is going to be warned anymore. But for now, it looks like they're going to extend this into Louisiana. So that's going to be for 1-inch hail and 70-mile-an-hour winds. This is going to include portions of the southern side of Shreveport. So this is a derecho taking shape right now. Does look like they're allowing the severe thunderstorm warning for Ellis and Navarro counties to expire, which I'm a little bit surprised by. Or that may have been an earlier one. Just, I guess that's the destructive one. They allowed the destructive severe thunderstorm warning to expire. But still some 70 to 80 mile an hour winds getting ready to go through Corsicana right now. So Corsicana heads up again. And again, we're still also watching for any possible spin ups along the leading edge of this line. I would say this area has the highest probability of any of those possibly happening. Just want to check storm relative velocity real quick and just see if I see anything that looks concerning, and I really don't at this point. But again, right now we're still watching this big bag of wind get ready to move into Corsicana. So Corsicana is about to get slammed by a wall of wind. And yeah, this is still reading about 70 miles an hour. So 70, 73. So yeah, 70 to 80 mile an hour winds are still possible with this. They have a considerable tag on this, but I'm kind of surprised they don't have a surprised that they don't have a tag for destructive right now. They have cut the Metroplex out of the severe thunderstorm watch. So right now it's just the area shaded in blue, but the Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex is about to be dropped. That should be showing up here in the next few minutes. They've canceled Dallas, Kaufman, Stevens, Tarrant, and Van Zandt counties from the watch. So that's some good news. Dallas and Fort Worth, Dallas Fort Worth area, you are out of the risk for now. Bob, I have actually witnessed multiple tornadoes. I have been storm chasing since I was in high school, so about that'd be about 12 years or so I've been storm chasing. So yeah, I've witnessed several tornadoes. Not any significant tornadoes though. I haven't witnessed any EF4s or, well, I have witnessed an EF4, but I haven't witnessed any EF5s. Witnessed a couple EF3s and I think one EF4. Yeah, the wind is definitely bringing in all the yuck right now. I will definitely try that though, the salt solution. I do have one of those like nose pump things that you can buy at the pharmacies, but I haven't used that thing in a long time. I forget what it's called. They have the infomercials for them. So yeah, likely some strong wind in coming through Corsicana right now. So Corsicana is probably getting nailed by about 60 to 70 mile an hour winds. It looks like the wind has come down again. So luckily Corsicana is probably not taking the 80 mile an hour winds, but this area of white, that's going to be your stronger winds right now. There's a report of multiple trees down in Overton, Texas. That's back over in Rusk County, Texas. So over in northeast Texas. Multiple reports of trees down. Which there's some pretty large pine trees out in that part of the state. 100-foot tall pines in East Texas. Jump back to these storms to the west. Could be a little bit of broad rotation back to the northwest of De Leon, but we'll just continue to watch that too. I don't think it's anything tornadic right now. Don't see anything as far as the hook goes on radar either, but this is starting to bow out a little bit more too, so this could become a little bit more of a wind threat here as it continues to push off towards Stephenville. And eventually places like Granbury and Glenrose. And you can see that kind of corridor of stronger winds here back toward De Leon. And De Leon and south of Ranger. Also reports of thunderstorm wind damage back into Ector, which is up in Fannin County, kind of close to the Red River. Widespread wind damage has been reported near Ravenna and Ector area. So widespread wind damage. That was reported about 10 o'clock. So we're starting to get a lot of wind damage reports coming in. If I can find it here, I'll pull up the SPC damage reports. See if I can find it. Storm reports. There we go. Oops, clicked the wrong thing. Storm reports for today. Reports over the last 4 or 3 hours. So yeah, a lot of wind damage reports. I think that should let me. Let's see. Let me see if I can pull this up real quick. Come on. Okay. Let's see. Let me give me just 1 second. Gonna try and show you guys the wind damage reports here. I think I'm gonna have to resize that though, because I don't know how big that screen's gonna be when I pop it up. There we go. Hopefully it pops up. Should pop up. There we go. So these are the wind reports over the past 3 hours. You can see there's quite a few storm damage reports up in North Texas, a couple in Oklahoma, but it looks like they're really heavily concentrated around where this complex of storms has moved through. So that's the current storm reports again right now. Surprisingly, no tornado reports today, which I'm a little bit shocked by. Or, well, at least in the last 3 hours. Let me look at... oh, there we go. Let me change the photo to this one. I was looking at the wrong one. So that's the last 3 hours. Let me go paste this one in here. This is yesterday's storm reports. Takes a second to paste this. Paste the link. Trying to paste the link for the... Nope, that didn't work. 1 second, guys. Trying to get this to work, but it's not wanting to work. There we go. So this should, this will show, this is yesterday. So a few tornado reports up into the Texas Panhandle, but a lot of wind reports really from Oklahoma down into North Texas. And a lot of wind damage reports also, and a couple of tornado reports, it looks like, even off into the East Coast, kind of out by Maryland, but a lot of wind damage reports out toward the Carolinas as well. But still a lot here. Total reports are about 333 reports right now for damage yesterday. So 6 tornado reports, 189 wind reports, and 138 hail reports on Sunday into Monday. So that's the current storm report situation. So yeah, still some strong winds getting ready to move into the Stephenville area here in the next little bit. Don't really see anything as much as a tornado, as far as a tornado threat goes, though. But it really is starting to bow out west of Stephenville. So this little area in here, this little bowed area, could be a quite the wind maker here in the next little bit. And if you look at velocity, that's roughly in the same area where we're seeing the highest area of wind right now. So just something to note. Go back to our storm over Corsicana right now. Looks like strongest wind has moved now out of Corsicana, is north of the northeast of the Richland area. So this is along I-45 right now. This is this has already crossed the I-45 corridor, but it looks like we still do have a pocket of some strong wind down here. So I'll be looking for any storm reports of wind damage, overturned semis, stuff like that along I-45, because that's certainly a possibility. Luckily, it looks like it's not going to track down along I-45 all night. Looks like it's a pretty quick and gone across I-45 corridor. But we could also be getting some strong winds here in the next little bit in the Athens area. So places like Athens need to be on the lookout for some strong wind here in the next little bit. Like I said, still just going to continue to kind of watch the leading edge of the storm complex as well for any possible spin up tornadoes. Two new severe thunderstorm wind gust reports too. Report of widespread tree damage and some structure damage in Dodge City, Texas. That's in Fannin County, Texas, up along the Red River again. And also another one in Fannin County as well. Reports of grain silos collapsed in Windham, Texas. So we have a lot of damage being reported up there in the Fannin County area. Sorry, if y'all are wondering why I keep shut the camera off and the microphone off, it's because I'm blowing my nose, trying to get unstuffed. Just going to look real quick through some of the other severe thunderstorm warnings in the country. We do have a considerable severe thunderstorm warning back actually into Missouri for 70-mile-an-hour wind. See if I can get that to pull up. Well, the radar didn't move up there, but it should have. It's going to be in southeast Missouri. Kind of near, looks like probably near Cape Girardeau, which seems like we talk a lot about Cape Girardeau on here. So yeah, that's going to be for 70-mile-an-hour wind with this one. Kind of a messy storm mode with these ones. It's going to be the south of Cape Girardeau, though. So there's 60, 70-mile-an-hour winds. It's going to be back here near Puxico, Missouri. So it'll be moving into places like Bloomfield, Orrin, Morley, Sykeston, Charleston here in the next little bit. So hard to breathe right now. I haven't heard anything on the scanner either, so hopefully that's good news. Hopefully there's not too significant of damage. Okay, we're still watching the threat for. They've actually come down on the estimated wind speeds, down to 65 miles an hour. So, could be getting some gusty winds into Stephenville here in the next little bit. 65-mile-an-hour wind gusts approaching the Stephenville area, and maybe also some approaching the Dublin area as well. But the winds have really started to come down with all these storms. Maybe also a little bit of hail. Getting ready to come into Dublin. Approaching the US 67 corridor and eventually the 281 corridor. Pretty heavily traveled stretch of roadway down into central Texas. So if you know anybody headed down to central Texas tonight, if they take that way, so they've come down on this new warning. Now it's warned for 65-mile-an-hour winds, which is probably much closer to what we could actually see down up here is 60 mile-an-hour winds, 65-mile-an-hour winds. Where's the semi flipped at? Was that in Texas? I can't show any pictures, but can't show any pictures or anything, but unless it comes from a public source like law enforcement or fire or something like that, I can show it, but I can't show any chaser pictures or anything like that. See if I can maybe find it on X. Trying to look and see if I see any of those pictures from an official source. Copenhagen can-sized hail. Can't show that. That's a chaser's photo, though. Oh, near Abilene. Yeah, I probably can't show any pictures. I haven't seen anything yet. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything right now. Holy cow. Somebody posted a possible 102-mile-an-hour wind gust near Alito, Texas earlier, or kind of close to Benbrook. Yeah, I'm not seeing any pictures of anything that I can use. That is publicly available pictures. It's not like a storm chaser's photo or anything. I can't show any of that stuff. In front of QT and Abilene. Oh, hopefully the driver that semi got on all right. Yeah, so Dublin, Texas is getting hit by a hail core right now, for sure. Quarter-size hail right now, and 65-mile-an-hour winds is the main threat with this. Excuse me. Yeah, large hail core going through Dublin, Texas right now. Looks like the winds have kind of calmed down quite a bit with the Shreveport storm. Probably could see some 60 to 70 still. 60, 70 mile an hour wind gusts with that. And getting ready to move into the Shreveport area. Which, let me see. I don't know if there's any... let me see. I-20. Could I not just do a map? There we go. Oh, sweet. Is this a good one? Might have some cameras I could use in Louisiana. Try this camera. This would be in Shreveport area. If it'll show up. Let's see. Let's see. Come on. There we go. That'll work perfectly, hopefully. Shoot. I'm looking for westbound camera. Their camera's website kind of sucks. So, westbound traffic in Shreveport. Actually, that's eastbound. No, it's not. Yes. This is eastbound. Let me just at least put the city on there first. We'll get this fixed here in a second. We've got too much crap on their website. Traffic close to this is traveling eastbound. So that's looking westbound. Their website really loves to bounce around a lot. So this would be eastbound. So that should be a westbound shot. And of course it's not working. That would be an eastbound camera. I need a westbound camera. I believe this one is going to be westbound. Of course. This camera has some sort of issue with it. Their website really sucks. So that's an eastbound camera. I need a westbound. That's eastbound. Gosh, their website's awful. It's nice that they have cameras, but it doesn't really do me any good when their cameras suck. It won't play back. Bless me. Excuse me. Oh, crap. This might be what I'm looking for. This might work. Excuse me, guys. So we're getting a little bit of lighting now. Yeah, I guess it was just that one camera. Didn't want to work. But that's in Shreveport, Louisiana. So yeah, probably getting some stronger winds, getting ready to move into Shreveport right now. So if you live in Shreveport, yeah, heavy rain and wind is getting ready to move into Shreveport. Back into Titus County, Texas, near Mount Pleasant. A county official has reported trees down in Titus County. So wind damage reports are still just pouring in. 85-mile-an-hour wind gust was actually reported in Millsap at about 11:02 last night, by the way. So 80, 85 miles an hour. That's very strong wind. We're just going to have to continue to watch this line of storms because we'll see how long it stays severe. Because I think the question is, when does it run out of wind? I think overall the wind threat has really come down with it. Oh man, my allergies are horrible tonight. Because I'm not seeing as much of the bright colors. It's a little bit bright still near Gun Barrel City, but I don't think that there's actually strong winds back there anymore. Could be a little bit gusty at times, but don't think there's severe winds of that. I honestly don't know if they continue some of these severe thunderstorm warnings. Like down here near Corsicana, I don't know that they continue that. Could be some 60-mile-an-hour winds, so they'll probably keep it warm for that, but maybe some 60-mile-an-hour winds there. But really, it's not that interesting, which is a good thing. Are you guys hearing the scanner audio in the background by the chance? I don't know if I piped it through or not. Yeah, it looks like they're starting to cancel some of these severe thunderstorm warnings. So really, there's only one left with this whole complex. But they did issue a large swath of a what is this? A mesoscale discussion? Maybe. Can't tell if it's a mesoscale discussion or yeah, it's a mesoscale discussion. They have a 60% chance of a watch issuance. Yeah, really, there's looks like only one severe thunderstorm warning in the entire state of, well, except for that one back near Abilene. But for the most part, all that stuff south of Dallas Fort Worth is no longer severe. Even the Stephenville storm is no longer severe either, which is a good sign. Things are starting to wind down. Still some very large hail south of Abilene. This is warned for $half size hail. I wouldn't say very large hail, but a pretty intense hail core is what I was trying to say. Very intense hail core to the south of Abilene. It's going to be south of Lawn. Eventually moving into places like Coleman. This one's almost got a supercellular look to it, kind of. I mean, it's a very stretched out supercell, but we'll see if this would get a little bit better organized or not, or if it falls apart. But really, it's just holding its own right now, moving off to the... Says it's moving northeast, but... All right, tornado in the making. I appreciate you joining tonight. I appreciate it. And thank you for the well wishes. I appreciate it. Yep, looks like Oklahoma is good till Friday, and we are drying out. You have a good night. Thank you for watching again. We'll see how long the Shreveport one actually stays severe warned. Could have a little bit of broad rotation down here near Long Street here in Louisiana to the south of Shreveport. A little bit of a hook maybe wanting to form. We'll see if this holds together. Again, with these linear setups like this, we can get these MCVs. We can get some quick spin-ups along the leading edge of these lines. So it is a possibility. We're not going to rule out the possibility of an isolated tornado. But the threat is overall low. We'll have to keep an eye on this as it starts to move more toward I-49 and Mansfield, Louisiana. Velocity doesn't really say that there is a lot of rotation, but there is some broad rotation in there. So again, we'll continue to keep an eye on it. So they have reissued the warning for the Abilene storm with it showing up a little bit more to the east. Or showing it going a little bit more to the east. I would like to look at that warning, but it's not. Ping pong ball size hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds with that. So some larger hail with that storm. So possibly some ping pong ball size hail getting ready to move toward the Coleman area north of Ballinger and south of Abilene. It's going to be this area here that I'm circling. Ping pong ball size hail in there, and it's kind of bowing out a little bit, so we'll just have to keep an eye on it. But again, nothing else is severe south of the Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex currently. But that The hook's kind of gone on that Mansfield storm, but we're going to keep an eye on it. Just the hook's gone, but still want to keep an eye on it. Like I said, we can get a quick spin up. That's certainly not out of the question. But again, ping pong ball size hail right now. I think this is our most intense thunderstorm right now that we have to the west of the Coleman, Texas area. Ping pong ball size hail with this one. This is going to be along Highway 153 in Texas. Excuse me. I was trying to get to the mute button, but couldn't get there in time. Oh man, allergies are just awful tonight. And anybody still watching, feel free to jump in the chat. Let me know where you're watching from. And say hi. Oh. Maybe also another hail core back toward Comanche. We'll continue to watch that one as well. See if this one intensifies and see if it gets a severe thunderstorm warning here in the next little bit. But really, this is also just kind of filling in that line. This is not, it's really just more linear than anything. And again, it's got a little bit of a bowing feature here, so we can still get some strong 60 mile an hour winds, 60, 65 mile an hour winds out of this. Why is it not letting me? Crap. Why is it not letting me? Damn it. I was trying to get in and make a change to my live stream, but it's not letting me find it at the moment. Oh, YouTube. Yeah, still not showing up. Crap. That's annoying. Don't know why it does this. So a little bit frustrating. It's showing up there, but I don't think I can edit this.
Yeah, not letting me edit it. It's a little bit annoying.
Hopefully the stream doesn't crash or anything, but I gotta open up Chrome real quick. It's probably gonna drop a lot of frames, so just bear with me for a second. Yeah, just bear with me for a second. Still continue to watch this storm, though. Again, it's got up to ping pong ball size hail still. To the southeast, or to the west of Coleman, Texas. I was hoping to just update this live stream. Just bear with me for a second. It's going to run a little bit slow and drop a lot of frames for just a minute. We'll let change this. But still continue to watch that storm. Right now, this is the most intense storm out of all of them. I don't really see any other storms that are quite as intense as this one. This one's definitely the most significant for the time being. Oops, misspelled that. How's it going, Stormfront freaks? It's good to see you on there. We are getting... You're going to what me? Can I turn it on in my settings? What are you asking me to turn on? Not sure what you're saying. Let me know, though. What are you asking me to turn on in my settings while I have it pulled up right now? Oh, redirect. Oh, you're going to redirect me. Okay. Yeah, give me just 1 second. Let me turn that back on. 1 second. I don't... What do I need to turn on? Let me know. Yeah, give me just 1 second. I'm trying to turn it on right now. Where is it at? I don't know how to turn that on. I don't ever, oh, in the community section. Okay. Yeah, give me 1 sec. Let me go to the community section. Yeah, give me 1 sec. My computer's going a little bit slow right now. I've got 20 tabs open. Going to the community section right now. I do appreciate it, guys. I appreciate the redirect. This channel is only temporary, though, right now. I have another channel, by the way. It's called Chase Tracks Weather. That's going to be my new channel. That's where all my future content is going to live. I'm in the community tab. I don't see redirect. I don't see that setting. I really don't see it. If y'all can help me out a little bit. I've trying to find it. I'm in the community settings. Navigate to settings from left menu, click settings community. Okay. Yeah, 1 sec. Let me go back there again. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. All right, I got it. I got it set up now. Should allow you to do it. Thank you. I appreciate the redirect. Should be good to go now. And again, I appreciate it. All right, guys, I'm jumping back right now. We'll jump back into this. Again, we're still watching the storm as it's moving into the Coleman, Texas area. This has got about ping pong ball size hail, or up to ping pong ball size hail, I would say. The latest warning text says ping pong ball size hail still in 60-mile-an-hour winds. It's still got a little bit of a Boeing feature to it. So we're just still continuing to keep an eye on this as it tracks off to the east. Right now, I said this is the most significant. This is the most significant storm, I think, that we have right now. Everything else is, as you can see, the Shreveport camera, not really all that impressive at all. Not all that impressive at all right now. So yeah, let me close YouTube so it's not buffering anymore. But yeah, right now, like I said, this is the most significant of all of the storms, I think, right now. Let me check the alert tree real quick. Yeah, we've only got 2 severe thunderstorm warnings out right now, and it's going to be that one in Missouri back near Cape Girardeau is no longer severe. But the other severe thunderstorm that we have been watching is this one out here to the south of Shreveport now, kind of moving through the south end of Shreveport. It's, like I said, on the traffic camera, it's not even, can barely even see any rain. So the wind has really died down quite a bit. It's only showing 60-mile-an-hour wind at all. And looking at velocity, really velocities are fairly weak too. I don't see anything really all that crazy. I really don't see anything all that crazy. 60-mile-an-hour winds, 65-mile-an-hour winds is really it. And then again, all that stuff to the south of the Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex is still not severe. Again, it hasn't really pulsed back up. So that's good news with these storms coming into Waco. That's good news with all these storms coming into the Waco area. That's not even severe anymore. So that's, like I said, great news. So, great news. And, yeah. I'm going to go back to that storm back in Coleman, Texas. Again, this is the most significant storm that we have right now out of all the storms in Texas. Well, all the storms going on right now, this is the most significant one. Again, it's still got ping pong ball size hail to the west of Coleman, Texas. So, to the west of Coleman, Texas. So if you know anybody in Coleman, Texas right now, give them a heads up. Let them know that here in the next few minutes they might be getting some rather large hail, some possibly up to ping pong ball size hail. So again, ping pong ball size hail possible there. So hopefully anybody in Coleman has been able to move their car into some cover, because ping pong balls will definitely dent some cars up. Looks like they have gone ahead also and extended that current severe thunderstorm warning back in Louisiana. Let's go jump back over there real quick. They've extended it again for 60-mile-an-hour winds and the potential for some 1-inch hail as well. That's just roughly from the south end of Shreveport all the way down to back into center Texas, so the extreme far eastern Texas. So we'll continue to watch that as well. But really the wind, it's nowhere near as significant as it was where we were seeing 70, 80-mile-an-hour wind gusts just earlier, a little bit earlier tonight. Nowhere near that at all right now. So that is some certainly good news. Certainly good news there. But again, the strongest storm that we're watching right now is this one near Coleman. It's not quite bowing as much as it was earlier. So that also is great news. That is some fantastic news. How's it going, everybody that just joined? I do believe that some of you are probably now just joining from Stormfront Freaks, Stormcat 5. So if you're just joining me from over there, I appreciate you guys watching here. Right now, we're just still tracking some storms down in central Texas right now. Yeah, it looks like everybody's jumping in here, so appreciate everybody joining over from the Stormfront Freaks podcast. Thank you, guys. Timo, Chicken, Fish, Meow. Yeah. Well, I appreciate you guys spamming the chat. Hopefully the chat bot doesn't blacklist anybody. But yeah, thank you guys for joining. Yeah, like I said, I'm just tracking some storms right now. The most significant storm that we're tracking right now is going to be this one right here near Coleman, Texas. Right now, getting ready for some ping pong ball size hail to be coming into Coleman. So if you know anybody in Coleman, if you live in Coleman, heads up. Ping pong balls are getting ready to come. Right into town, right on the west end of town. The wind's not even really that strong with these storms right now. Maybe 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Well, a little bit to the north of Coleman, but really Coleman's not going to be really dealing with it. It looks like all the cornfields, though, to the north, south, to the north of Coleman and south of Cross Plains. That's going to be where you're going to see the most significant wind right now. But really, this has just become a big old line of hail and heavy rain. And then the other severe storm that we're tracking right now is roughly from Shreveport up down to Center, Texas. That's again for also 60-mile-an-hour winds. This one's only really marginally severe. I was honestly a little bit surprised that they reissued the warning. It's not quite all that impressive. Just gonna go back and check and see if there's any new spotter reports. Been trying to keep an eye on them tonight, but the highest wind gust I've seen actually confirmed tonight has been back into Millsap, Texas, where an 85-mile-an-hour wind gust was reported. So that's to the west of Fort Worth area. That's going to be back in, let's see, that's, if I can show you Millsap on the radar. See if it even pops up. Yeah, west of Weatherford, Texas. So Millsap, Texas. Right here, north of I-20, west of Weatherford. We had an 85-mile-an-hour wind gust there. About, what time was that? That was at about 11 o'clock p.m. So when the storms were really getting going back there in Texas. But for the most part, these storms are really just not impressive at all right now. These have all died down, but still definitely, still definitely severe west of Stephenville, Texas. Or, excuse me, west of Coleman. Now moving into Coleman. Jordan had a turtle pee on his leg. I didn't even know turtles could pee on your leg. Is it the turtle pee that causes the warts? Or is that frogs? Let's see, where is that at? There is a new severe thunderstorm warning. It looks like they're going to issue a new severe thunderstorm warning back. I think it's going to be the southern end down here. It's going to be near Nacogdoches, it looks like. Sabine and Shelby, Texas. Or is that north of here? They just issued a new severe thunderstorm warning, and I'm trying to figure out where it is. Or it actually might be this portion up here to the north. I don't know my counties very well in East Texas and northwestern Louisiana. So I'll probably get some of them wrong. Still not showing up quite yet. But it looks like that one's going to also be for 1-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. Again, this is still just a big old bag of wind. That's pretty much all we've had tonight. It's just been a bag of wind. Pretty lame. I did hear some reports of a semi flipped back near Abilene, though, earlier tonight. This one near Coleman, Texas, though, is still holding its own. Still holding its own. And by the way, guys, this channel is I'm live streaming on this channel temporarily right now since I can't quite live stream on my new channel yet. So go over, and if you're just joining, feel free to go over to my new channel. You can scan that QR code. It'll take you over there. It's going to be Chase Tracks Weather. That's my new channel. That's where I'm going to be live streaming. That's all my weather content is going to live here in the very near future. I've already started uploading all the archives of my live streams over there. So just go over there and hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you get notified when I start actually uploading to that channel and when I actually start going live over there, because eventually I'm going to not be doing weather live streams on this channel. I'm going to be back to doing my amateur radio stuff solely on this channel. But the new channel, Chase Tracks Weather, that's where that's going to be the home of all my future weather content. But feel free to subscribe to this channel too. This is like I said, where I'll be still doing some live streams over here until I kind of gain enough following over there to actually live stream over there. YouTube has so many restrictions when it comes to new channels. So, oh, it's toads that pee on you and cause the warts. Okay, and it's an old wives' tale. I guess it's this warning. I guess it was just them reissuing it again. I'm going to guess that's what it was. Yeah. Okay, I was totally wrong. So, yeah, it's this same one. They haven't issued a new one. I just haven't paid attention. But again, we also got to still kind of watch the leading edge of this line. Sometimes with these big storm systems, this big line of storms, you can get some spin ups along the edge, but I think the tornado threat overall is pretty low. It's mostly just a wind and hail event, and really not even that much hail. Like the hail's not very large; it's quarter sized at best right now. So it's not very impressive. But still, kind of looking to see if there's any pockets of any stronger wind. Really, it all just looks like 60-mile-an-hour wind. So this is still, like I said earlier, this is just all marginally severe, really. Just marginally severe. And again, all that stuff, some heavy rain coming into the Waco area now. There's still some heavy rain back into the Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex, and there's actually there's actually 2 flash flood warnings that encompass the Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex. That's going to include places like Denton, Texas, McKinney, Texas, Plano, Texas, Fort Worth, and Dallas, Texas. So definitely some flash flooding is possible. I'm sure some street flooding has already occurred in your typical areas that are low-lying and are prone to aerial flooding, but flash flood warnings are still in effect back there in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. Rain's still falling there. And rain's still falling down in places like Cleburne and all that, but rain is now also just really starting to move into the Waco area. Possibly some wind gusts to 55, 50 miles an hour. I wouldn't rule it out, but really overall the wind threat has pretty much died down with all this, really. I don't see any really strong wind inside of that precip coming into Waco. But it does look like they have gone ahead and issued a new severe thunderstorm watch. So they have now expanded it southward. We'll see how far south it goes once this actually loads. I think it looks like it's going to include northern portions of the Austin metro. So yeah, down to Williamson County, Texas, even places like Houston are now under a severe thunderstorm watch. Yeah, this goes all the way down to Galveston. It'll be It'll be interesting to see if this kind of picks up some steam and kind of re-intensifies as it goes back down to the Houston area. If you remember too, last year the Houston area had a derecho as well that went through there and caused a lot of damage. Caused quite a bit of damage and blew out a bunch of windows in downtown Houston. Hopefully that same thing doesn't happen tonight, but we'll see. The watch goes until, let's see, let me actually pop the Houston warning area up on my screen over here. Severe thunderstorm watch goes until 7 a.m. down there. And it's really not moving all that fast anymore. Trying to find the Austin San Antonio chat. I don't remember what that chat is called. EWX, I think is what it is. EAX, EWX. If anybody remembers the short name for the Austin San Antonio watch area. No, EAX is EWX, I think, is Austin. Yes. Yeah. So Austin area is under a severe thunderstorm watch also. Burnett, Lee, and Williamson County. So that's down just outside of the Fort Worth watch area or warning area. So we could even see this. We could see this derecho make its way down into Austin, Texas. That is a possibility tonight. It has been a long few days weather-wise. It really has. I think I've gone live each day. I've gone live Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night. Yesterday was a little bit more lame. Saturday was just way out east. But hopefully we'll have a little bit more streaming opportunities here in the near future. I'm really limited to, though, when I can go live stream, because I do have a full-time job, so that kind of limits me on when I get to live stream. But I try to get on here as much as I can. Yeah, still really just some wind and rain. This is really. I'm honestly kind of surprised that they issued the severe thunderstorm watch. I don't see much of this re-intensifying. I mean, we could see a little bit more of a wind threat develop down here, kind of where this is starting to sag and bow a little bit more, but right now it's not really all that impressive at all. But, I mean, overall, the majority of this is not severe anymore. I mean, we had 70 and 80 mile an hour winds back into North Texas earlier, but we'll see. I guess we'll see if any of that actually re-intensifies. I mean, this is probably the most. I think this probably has the highest likelihood of staying severe than of anything else. Just trying to look and see if there's any other storm reports. Like I said, that 85 mile an hour back in Millsap was that's probably the strongest wind gust that I've seen tonight. I haven't seen anything higher than that. Doesn't mean it didn't happen, but I didn't see anything. And if you're watching, feel free to jump in the chat and say hi, and let me know where you're watching from. Still continue to watch the storm down here to the east of Coleman now. Coleman might have just got cored out by ping pong ball size hail within the last few minutes. So hopefully those in Coleman, Texas were able to get their car underneath some cover. It's now down to $50 size hail. This is also kind of losing its steam too. But we still got temperatures in the 80s and dew points in the 70s back into Easton and Hamilton. Same thing down in Gatesville, Texas. So we could see some storms as they approach those areas that are still a little bit warmer and higher dew points. Could see them re-intensify, and I mean it's always hot and humid down in Houston area, so we'll just kind of have to see how these storms continue to look as they, get farther south. But like I said, this storm still is really the biggest and baddest game in town right now. That there's not really any other storms that I see that are really as interesting. It looks like they may have just dropped the severe thunderstorm warning on it. So we may be down to literally only one severe thunderstorm warning, which is a good trend. So right now we only have one severe thunderstorm warning, and it's for this one here to the northwest of Alexandria, Louisiana. So again, this is mostly just a wind threat, straight line wind threat, and I think this is still only 60-mile-an-hour wind. Yeah. So this is marginally severe. This whole line is really, honestly, only marginally severe. Again, it's not crazy impressive right now. Not very impressive. So hopefully maybe we can get some action here in a minute. But we'll see. Oh, well, okay, so they were a little bit late issuing this. So unless it might have actually just crossed into Fort Worth's warning area. No, that's still the San Angelo warning area. But how's it going, Michael? Watching from Temple, Texas. Let's go back here real quick. I believe y'all are about to get some rain down there. Yeah, right now y'all are some Winston-Salem, North Carolina kid. Thank you guys for watching. Temple, Texas. Heard y'all got some wind out there, by the way, in North Carolina today. Temple, Texas. Got some rain moving your way. Right now, it's just more of a really just rain, heavy rain. That's kind of just the story everywhere, except that those two severe thunderstorm warnings that we have. But the stuff out in Louisiana is really only warned for, it's marginally severe. I would not be surprised if we lose that warning too in the next few minutes. But this one, still warned for $50 sized hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. So that one's also really trending down too. I really wouldn't be surprised to see. I really wouldn't be surprised to see that here in the next. I don't know that they're going to re-extend this warning after this. I would be surprised. there are some special weather statements out for some of these, for these lines. So they may be thinking that some of this is going to re-intensify. So some of this is maybe getting a little bit stronger again. Trying to pull these up and see. 50 to 50 mile an hour wind gusts. 50 to 55 mile an hour wind gust, potentially higher. So these could go back severe again, but it's really for this area. Let's see. This is the Central Texas radar. Kind of in between two radars right here. It's a tail of two radars, so it's a little bit hard to tell the wind, like how strong the wind is. Maybe a couple stronger pockets back into Nacogdoches, at least that I can see from this radar, but that's so high up in the atmosphere. That's a few thousand feet up. Hi, Ashley. Thank you for watching. Unfortunately, I don't have the ability to show the HAZ cams right now. I got to have permission to show those, and I don't have permission right now. I have to get permission. My channel's still a little bit too small, so I haven't reached out to Radar Omega yet. But as the channel grows, I definitely hope to actually start getting to add things like chasers and HAZ cams and stuff like that. But I really have to grow the channel a little bit first. I will try to check, though, and see if there is any traffic cameras around there. So I have to right now just stick to things like public access cameras and stuff. I can't really just show trackers and stuff yet. Unfortunately, there are no cameras in Mansfield. Some states have a great camera system in rural areas. And Louisiana does not look like it is one. Looks like it's in pretty much just their biggest metro areas. That kind of sucks. See if there's any lightning, though. Still some lightning down there in Shreveport. Well, hopefully y'all stay safe there in Manny. Hopefully you guys stay safe. Could still get some strong wind there. What is this? Public information statement from the National Weather Service Fort Worth. It's the current highest wind gust reports. Looking through it real quick to see. I guess these are from the airport weather sites. Give me just 1 second. I'm going to look through these. 53 at McKinney National Airport. 68 at DFW International Airport. Yeah, almost 60 miles an hour at the DFW airport. 58 miles an hour at Lake Ralph Hall, which is in Fannin County. 76 miles an hour in Collinsville, Texas. That's in Grayson County. 64 in Hillsboro. 69 at Mineral Wells, which I believe matches up with that report that I shared earlier if you were watching. So, yeah, that's the observed wind speeds. So, several very strong wind reports back into North Texas. Still continue to watch a hail core as it approaches Brownwood, Texas now. This is a $50 size hail. So, if you live in Brownwood, know anybody that lives in Brownwood, if if you live in Brownwood, you might want to move your car to some cover to avoid half-dollar size hail dents in your car. If you know anybody that lives there, it's 2:30 in the morning right now in Texas, so might give your friends, family, if they live in Brownwood, Texas, a call and let them know that there is a damaging hailstorm moving their way, and they might want to cover their car. Oh, I see Manny now. I thought you were talking about Mansfield. My bad. Was there actually cameras in Alexandria? I think Alexandria might have had some cameras. I would think Alexandria would be big enough to have cameras. But I've also never been there either, so... Yeah, Alexandria does have some cameras. But they're all like right in there. What direction is that? This doesn't even tell you what direction they are. Traveling northbound on I-49. Oh, there's multiple cameras there. But it looks like, of course, it's down. There is a server error. Well, I'm still learning their website. So it does look like they have multiple directions. Well, that's good to know. Does Alexandria have like a downtown, like with buildings and stuff? You know, I've never been there. I have never been to Alexandria. Good Earth, Louisiana. I've really only been to southern Louisiana. The few times I've gone through there, I didn't really pay attention to much. Because I was chasing a hurricane. Not doing much in Waco yet, just started thundering. Yeah, it's one sec. Let's see. Maybe it's gonna type. Come on. There we go. So yeah, that camera that I just popped up there is in Alexandria, Louisiana. We'll jump back down to the Waco area real quick for you. Really, the wind's not all that intense either. But a few lightning strikes down there. Yeah, the rain's there. There's also a little bit of an outflow boundary as well. So before, you're going to be getting some wind before the rain even gets there. So Temple, you'll be getting some wind here in the next few minutes. Probably 55, 60 mile an hour winds maybe. So this will be in Austin here in the next little bit. Yeah, 50 to 55 mile an hour winds, strong thunderstorms. They just put out a special weather statement. So yeah, some gusty winds, and again, there's going to be a great a gust front out ahead of it. So these storms are gusting out. Just a big hospital and some shopping centers, yeah. And really, when the hurricanes hit, they don't really do much into into that area either. Been down, like I said, to southern Louisiana for a couple of hurricanes, but and to go to Alabama, drove down I-10, so as much as I like Alabama, or excuse me, as much as I like Louisiana, I try to stay out of it. Especially the New Orleans area. It's a mess. A lot of traffic down there. Still continue to watch this storm as it continues to move off to the east towards Brownwood. And a little bit of hail might be moving toward the Goldthwaite area as well. We'll see if it gets a little bit more robust as it goes to the east, but because Hamilton's still sitting at 84/72. But really, I don't see these storms getting much stronger tonight. Again, this is really still only really marginally severe. Really only marginally severe. And the same thing with this one. I wouldn't be surprised if they dropped the warning or downgraded it to a special weather statement. I mean, there might be a couple of pockets of 60-mile-an-hour winds back here to the northeast of St. Augustine. Maybe a couple of pockets up here near Coshada. I think that's how you pronounce that. But really, other than that, and then once these storms move through, you're pretty much done with the threat, so. Yeah, moving southeast at 40 miles an hour. They're not going nearly as fast as they were earlier. Earlier they were going a lot faster than they are now. Again, still some not large hail, but still some marginally severe hail, I'll say. Marginally severe, and that hail core is not anywhere near as intense as it was back near Coleman, and even further back past Coleman, it was pretty nasty to the near Winters earlier. Waco, again, some 50-mile-an-hour winds. I mean, that could still blow some tree limbs off and, blow your trash can away. But maybe knock some shingles off the house. But really, other than that, we're not talking about what we were talking about back in Dallas earlier with 65 to 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts when you're talking about, possible... you're laying over full trees, which we had back into, I think it was Titus County, reports of large trees down or multiple trees down. Watching from Lake Kepler, just north of Castor, Louisiana. Coshada isn't far south of you. How do you pronounce it? Is it Coshada? Coshada? Chushada? And they have extended that severe thunderstorm warning now. The one that's out near Brownwood. So they've extended it for Mills County, Comanche, Mills, and Hamilton counties. So that's going to be where that warning just popped up on your screen. And that's going to be
It's only marginally severe, really. It's only 65-mile-an-hour wind and 1-inch hail. So here in the next little while, we'll be seeing some some possibilities of some 1-inch hail back into places like Mullen, Texas, Goldthwaite, Texas, and possibly the west sides of Mullen, Texas, Goldthwaite, Texas, and possibly the west sides of Hamilton. But we'll continue to watch it and see. Kashada, okay. Kashada. But yeah, we'll continue to watch it. There's just a couple of areas of possible larger hail. I'm trying to draw, but my draw is not working. Hail there, hail there, hail there. Maybe. Gosh, pen tool's not working. There's your hail core right there. So this is honestly moving off to the southeast, and looks like all the other hail. The hail core is really starting to weaken a lot. That was getting ready to come into Brownwood. It's starting to really drop off. So we could still possibly see some hail down toward Richland Springs and San Saba here in the next little bit. But they're still cutting counties out of the severe thunderstorm watch. They just cut Lafayette and Miller counties in Arkansas out of the watch, and McCurtain County in Oklahoma, which is where Broken Bow is, and Bowie, Camp, Cass, Franklin, Gregg, Harrison, Marion, Morris, Red River, Smith, Titus, Upshur, Wood counties in Texas. That's all that they canceled, and they're still continuing counties south of Shreveport and points southward. So y'all can see it on the radar there. All the areas in blue is still under a severe thunderstorm watch. So it goes all the way down to Lafayette, Louisiana. Well, can't really see that. It's run off the screen for you guys, but let me back that out. But yeah, that's the severe thunderstorm watch right now. Currently, goes all the way down to Lafayette. So that's kind of the big picture right now. Waco's getting some heavy rain and maybe a little bit of lightning and some maybe 55-mile-an-hour winds at most. Still not severe. Doesn't really looking at velocity. Not really crazy impressive. Maybe a little bit of some stronger winds there along. I can't remember what highway that is. Maybe a couple of pockets in there, but probably not even. Again, above 55 miles an hour. But that's definitely good that Waco area is not getting totally battered by severe winds tonight. Yeah, there is a gust front out ahead of it, and you could possibly see some strong winds out of that gust front. 40 to 50 mile an hour wind gusts out ahead of this storm. Probably 50 to 55 at most. It's not even showing up on velocity, really. We'll see how far that gust front ends up going, though. Really, it's just a big shield of rain all the way up into North Texas. Just really a big shield of rain. Back into Louisiana, East Texas and Louisiana, it's still severe, but it's still marginally severe. Just only marginally severe. Give me just 1 second. Sorry, my allergies have been crap tonight. If you're just joining us, we're still watching these. Well, I'm gonna have to refresh it again, but something happened here, and my radar has frozen up yet again. Give me just 1 second. I gotta reset it. I don't know why this keeps happening. It's I think an OBS issue. I think this is an OBS issue. It'll just randomly not want to let me update the radar. So, again, we're still just watching these marginally severe storms right now in Louisiana. Yeah, all this is just marginally severe. And even that storm that was a little bit stronger to the west back into central Texas is really not as strong. We were talking about possibility of getting some hail into Brownwood and Goldthwaite and Mullen, but really I don't think Mullen and Goldthwaite are really going to be getting much in the line of hail right now. I think it's all kind of down here now west of Richland Springs, which could be where we get some possibly $half size hail here in the next little bit. But other than that, hail threat's very low. And all of our severe thunderstorm warnings are either in Texas or Louisiana at this point now too. We did have one earlier back up into Missouri, but it's since been allowed to expire. Kind of up there by Cape Girardeau, which I was saying earlier, we talk about them a lot on this channel. I've never been through there, but I've talked about them a lot on this channel, it seems like. So maybe one day I need to go take a nice visit to Cape Girardeau and see what all the hype is about, at least why we get so many storms out there. Still quarter-size hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds, though, with this one. So it's marginally severe. And eventually it'll be going into the Alexandria area. But right now it's coming up on Ashley over there in Manny, Louisiana. But like I said, hopefully I'll be able to, as I continue to grow this live stream and my new channel, hopefully I'll be able to incorporate things like storm chasers and live feeds and stuff into my live stream and make it a little bit more of an engaging live stream. Woke up to a big crack of thunder, but doesn't seem crazy outside. Yeah, I mean, it's really just heavy rain right now and maybe some gusty winds. I mean, it's really not all that impressive. I mean, there's a little bit of area of hotter reds there that could be maybe 50, 55, maybe 60, but for the most part, again, it's not all that impressive. And it's really only along the leading edge that the highest wind would be. Does look like we're starting to get a little bit more of a bowing feature that we'll have to watch down here near Richland Springs. So maybe we need to continue to watch it as it moves towards places like San Saba in Texas. More Oklahoma, you're good. I haven't even looked at the radar in Oklahoma in the last little bit, which is sad because I live in Oklahoma. But as far as severe goes tonight, more is out of it. More is in the clear tonight. See if I can get radar to open on my iPad. and I can tell you. Yeah, more Oklahoma's dry right now. I don't see anything on radar, so we're pretty much cleared out. Pretty much cleared out. Still some showers back off in eastern Oklahoma, but certainly nothing severe. Nothing severe at all. I haven't even had really anything coming through. Weather chat in the last little bit. But again, we'll continue to watch for possible Boeing feature back here into areas west of San Saba, Texas, as it continues to move off in that direction to the southeast. It does look like it kind of lunges out a little bit more with a little bit more of a bow, so we'll just kind of have to watch it and see if we could have an increasing threat for some damaging winds. And kind of does look like we might have a little bit stronger or more gusty winds back to the west of San Saba. That would probably be about 60 to 65 mile an hour winds. Maybe also another pocket to the southeast of Brownwood, getting ready to head toward to the Goldthwaite area. Looks like it's almost kind of accelerated a little bit. So, yeah, Richland Springs might be getting some gusty winds here in the next little bit, in the next few minutes. Could knock down some tree limbs and, you know, blow some trash cans around. And then again, with that wind threat, it does look like it has also come down, but there is still possibly a little bit of half-dollar size hail still in there. But they are starting to cancel a little bit more of the severe thunderstorm watch. They've canceled Anderson, Eastland, Ellis, Henderson, and Hood, Johnson, Navarro, and Somerville counties in Texas. So several of these counties to the south of the Fort Worth area are now canceled. So again, that's good news. Really, all this is just going to be hail down here, or excuse me, not hail. I'm starting to get a little bit tired now. Really, all that's going to be there is just a little bit of rain. Could be heavy at times. Could be a little bit of pounding on the roadways and stuff, but for the most part, not severe. Really, all the severe is just still to the southwest of the Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex, west of Waco, and back into East Texas and western Louisiana, near the to the west of the Alexandria, Louisiana area, south of Shreveport. So it's not. I mean, that's your bigger picture right there, right now, and you can see that the severe thunderstorm watches go all the way down to the Texas Gulf and the Louisiana Gulf. And again, we just got a very large complex of storms that is just encompassing this whole area. King, I think that the tornado threat is overall pretty low. Could get a couple of spin-ups along the more linear areas, maybe somewhere along a leading edge here, kind of out in Louisiana, but really I think the tornado threat is overall pretty low. Overall, I think it's pretty low. Maybe also back into the western central Texas area that I was talking about, but excuse me. Overall, I think the tornado threat is relatively low tonight. This is much more of a linear event than a supercell. But again, sometimes with these linear events, we can see a quick spin up. And really just got to kind of take it minute by minute. But I think most of the threat's going to be with with the leading edge of these storms for really the damaging wind threat too, because you look behind it and really it's just some light to moderate rain behind the main leading edge of all this convection. Not so much the Waco. Waco's getting some heavy rain right now. And I think there could be possibly a flash flooding threat that could evolve if we continue to see the heavy rain back near the Waco area. Could potentially be a flash flooding threat. Right now there is no flash flood warning, but if we continue to see heavy rain continue to develop, and just kind of train over the same areas, we could see a flash flooding threat. Are you talking about the semi-truck that was flipped over back in Abilene, Texas? Okay, we're still also watching this gust front too. This gust front down here that really stretches from east of the Temple area back toward Killeen, almost to I forget what county that is. I think it's can't remember if that's, I think that's Blanco County or Burnett County, Lampasas County. Sorry, I've had the sniffles all night now. I've had the sniffles all night long. Yeah, the if you're talking about that semi truck back in Abilene, I heard about that earlier. I was trying to look earlier and see if I could find any pictures from a public source, you know, like National Weather Service, or either the National Weather Service or like public officials like police or fire or something like that, but couldn't find any pictures that I could use of it. Can't use I can't show storm chasers or anything like that on the feed right now. Don't currently have any that I work with. I wish I had some feeds to show, though. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully as I continue to grow the live stream and the feed. Absolutely, Ramona. I appreciate you watching, and hopefully I'm able to help track these storms for you. Plan to stay live at least until all the severe thunderstorm warnings are gone. But that may not be able to happen. I don't know. We'll just have to see. We'll just have to kind of see how it evolves over the next little bit. Because I do imagine I'll start to get tired at some point. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they don't continue the warning back here with these storms. I would kind of be a little bit surprised if they did at this point. Yeah, I had a long night last night. I was up kind of late live streaming last night too, so I've had 3 late nights for streams in a row, so I'm a little bit tired. So we'll just see kind of how this plays out over the next little bit. Like I said, I'd be surprised kind of if they rewarned this one. I just don't. The hail's really gone, and the winds. I mean, there's still a little bit of wind, so it could get rewarned for 60-mile-an-hour wind, but even the winds kind of died down quite a bit. Again, there could be some pockets of 60, but we're kind of getting to a point right now too where we're away a little bit of ways from the radar site. See what the velocity says over here. Velocity is a little bit messy from the radar site back in Williamson County. I forget where that's at. Gerald. Get a little bit messy there. Granger is where it's at. Yeah, it's a little bit messier, but reflectivity still shows a little bit of hail. That area is kind of in between, 2 radar sites as well. But Waco's getting pretty decent rain right now, so which is good. We need the rain without the severe weather. Hopefully they're not getting any flooding right now, but where is Iowa, Louisiana? What part of Louisiana is that in? Oops. Let's see. Trying to get my radar to load. So we can try loading some models. But my iPad is like going really slow now all of a sudden. It's by Lake Charles. I mean, this storm complex could hold together over the morning. If it's not severe, I think there will still be some heavy rain and gusty winds. But there's no guarantee that it's going to hold together severe. But if it does continue, it might make it to you, but it's kind of hard to say at this point if it's going to remain severe or not. It's the part of the storm that's headed toward Lake Charles is not even severe right now, so. As far as storm chances go tomorrow, I do know that I haven't had a chance to look at the latest model data, but the Storm Prediction Center has painted a slight risk over northeastern New Mexico, a marginal risk across Texas, through the Panhandle down to the Big Bend, and off to central and eastern Texas, which I think is probably today's storm or this morning's storms, and a slight risk of severe from Alabama and Mississippi, Georgia, the Carolinas, through the Tennessee Valley, Kentucky, West Virginia to Pennsylvania, and possibly even Massachusetts and southern New York. So, does what include Austin? The storms? We definitely could get some. We could see some rain in Austin. Yes, could see some heavy rain in Austin. Right now, the part that's headed toward the Austin area is not severe, though. It's just heavy rain. And really, there's not much wind in this. It's not a bag of wind like it was earlier. Earlier, it was just crazy wind. 70-mile-an-hour winds and stuff back into North Texas. But since it's entered Central Texas, it really hasn't been all that exciting. This is really, honestly, probably about the most excitement we've had in the last little bit. Looks like they have been able to cancel the flash flood warning for Dallas Fort Worth, by the way. So that's also some good news. As far as when the storm gets toward the Katy, Houston area, really the part of the storm that's headed that way is really also not really all that exciting. It might just be some heavy rain and some gusty winds. There is a severe thunderstorm watch out for the Katy and Houston area, but I mean, right now it looks like it could be marginally severe. It's still really hard to say while it's this far away. It's just a good idea to have a way to receive, warnings overnight and through the morning hours tomorrow. I mean, you're still sitting at 82 over 70. Back into Fort Bend County or I forgot what county that is. Waller County, I think that is. Back into Waller County, you're still sitting at, I think that's Waller County. Not showing up on the map. Prairie View, Hempstead, I think that's Waller County. Back into Waller County, you're still sitting at 79 over 79. So it's just really hard to say at this point. And I mean, that's just due west of Katy. So near Katy, it's 79 over 79. Really, I'm just kind of waiting to see if they cancel these severe thunderstorm warnings before I end the stream. I'm probably only going to go another 15 to 30 more minutes, honestly. But I'm kind of hoping that they cancel the warnings in between then. If they do that, I'll probably end it a little bit earlier than that. But I do have to get some sleep at some point tonight. I've been up late the last few nights. Hail's pretty much all down to quarter size with this storm too. So again, this is just marginally severe at this point. It's not. These are not significant. 79 over 79 means 79 degree temperature over a 79 degree dew point. So, like, if you look at, here, let me pull this into view. Well, hang on one second. OBS is screwing up my screen again. Let me fix this real quick. I can show you what I'm talking about here in just a second, as soon as I get this fixed. Alright, that should work now. Let me bring Radar Omega back up. So what I can show you what I'm talking about here. So if you look at the station plot, say here, this one west of Waco. So I would say 85 over 74. 85 degrees. That would be your temperature. That would be your temperature over your dew point. So temperature over dew point is when somebody says 85 over 74. That's what they're talking about. All right, Grant, you have a great night, and hope you subscribe to the channel, and hope to see you again here soon. And for the new viewers joining tonight, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, and also make sure to go subscribe. The QR code that I have down in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, that is that'll, if you scan that QR code, it'll take you to my new channel, which is Chase Tracks Weather. Go subscribe to that channel. There's also a link down in the description of this live stream as well. Go subscribe over there, hit the notification bell. That is where all my weather content in the future is going to be living. Live streams, and hopefully I'll start getting a chance to do some forecast videos and that sort of stuff. But that is going to be the future home of all this stuff, and eventually this channel is just going to be returned to only amateur radio content. So if that's not content that really interests you all that much, go over to Chase Tracks Weather and subscribe to the channel. That's again my new YouTube channel. That's going to be the future home of all my weather content. How's it going, Jeremy? Good to see you in there. You might get some rain down there in Houston area later tonight. Early morning, late night. So I hope all your antennas are stowed away. Antenna should be good. That's good. Like I said, I'm just kind of waiting to see if they cancel any of these warnings right now. I would honestly be really surprised if they extended this one. These are just marginally severe. And really right now I would feel comfortable ending the stream now, but I still want to go till about 3:15. I mean, I'm honestly curious when this one ends. 9 more minutes, and they still haven't extended it, so this one out in eastern Texas, western Louisiana may not even get extended. I would almost be surprised if they extended this one any further. It's just it's really not all that impressive. It looks like they're actually going to replace it with a significant weather advisory for strong thunderstorms. So that one's probably going to be allowed to expire, honestly. They've even canceled, or they've even expired that special weather statement down in the Waco area, because it's pretty much just all heavy rain at this point down there. Still have that gust front moving into the Temple area right now, so probably a little bit of gusty winds, maybe 40 to 50. Yeah, luckily as it was moving to the Burleson area, it definitely it looked like it could have been a little bit more severe. There was a tornado warning that I think included Burleson at one point, but for the most part, Burleson ended up in good shape. There was some stronger winds to the south too, kind of down near Cleburne and Maypearl, but Burleson proper was in pretty much good shape. As far as stuff going toward the Houston area, it's still hard to say because it's so far. Absolutely, Alicia. I appreciate you watching, and you have a great night. Hopefully, I will see you on another live stream here soon. It does look like they continued that. Oh, no, never mind. I'm starting to see things now. 6 minutes left on that warning. So I think they're just going to downgrade it as it continues off to the east. I think they're going to let that downgrade. So that's some good news. And still nothing severe back in Waco. And these also have some... this one has moved completely out of the warned area into San Saba. So I would be surprised if they didn't issue, or if they issued that again. I really haven't been paying too much attention to the tropics, to be honest, yet. I don't typically pay attention, and it's probably bad of me to do this, but I don't typically pay too much attention to the tropics until about late June or July, especially while I'm kind of wrapped up with severe weather right now. But I'll probably start paying attention to the tropics here in the next few days, honestly, once we start to hit the severe weather lull. I'll probably start paying a little bit of attention, and so I haven't really been paying attention to the tropics yet. But I have not heard of anything for sure happening in the Gulf. I have heard some rumors of some stuff getting ready to fire off down there, but we'll see. It's still not even hurricane season yet. Or, well, I guess it is hurricane season, actually. It does start June 1st, but to me, it's not hurricane season yet. I consider hurricane season to be July, but officially it starts in June 1st. But I don't know. I probably should start paying a little bit of attention. I think I'm going to keep going for at least another 5 minutes or so, because I think they're going to expire both of these. And at this point, I just kind of want to see what they do. They're still both marginally severe, and then this one should be expiring as well in 3 minutes. So really, all these warnings are probably honestly going to expire at the same time. They're all severe right now, but they're all marginally severe. They're not at all like crazy. But I will be covering Senpai Flax. I will be covering tropics this year as well, as much as I can. This is not my full-time job, so I'll be trying to do some tropical live streams when I can, and some forecast videos and stuff. But this is not my full-time job, so I will. It'll be kind of depending on work schedule. Still just waiting to see, again, a few more minutes on these severe thunderstorm warnings, and I really don't think that they're going to reissue them. Again, they're supposed to expire in 2 minutes and 3 minutes, so really 2 minutes. Then this one expires in 2 minutes, so if they haven't extended them by now, I would really be shocked if they did it at all. I would be shocked. I'll just zoom out and we can watch all of them expire at the same time. I think they're going to keep the severe thunderstorm watch for sure, but there could be additional warnings overnight tonight. Yeah, I agree, Cassie. Pretty much just a flash flooding and maybe some wind gusts, 40 to 50 mile an hour wind gusts. I really think that's pretty much the biggest threat. Like I said, I think they're going to expire these warnings. I think all of them are going to be allowed to expire here in the next minute. And then we'll be back down to 0 severe thunderstorms for the first time in several hours today. So, and there we go. It just turned back to green, so that means that we have only flash flood warnings. So 12 flash flood warnings out right now, and then now it shows up on the map. We have no more severe thunderstorms. These are all below severe limits now. There's some strong storms still out near Louisiana. But really the severe threat, I think, has wound down quite a bit for the night. So, yeah, like I said, some strong storms will probably continue back off into Louisiana overnight, continue to push south. And then this other complex of storms here will continue also to push south toward the Austin area. I would be surprised, honestly, if they continue to issue a severe thunderstorm watch down to the Austin area. But severe thunderstorm watch does continue down to the Houston area as well. So all these storms are kind of going to make their way to the south as well. And this little cluster of storms is going to kind of move off to the south and east toward the Killeen area. That was terrible drawing, but it's my late night attempt at drawing. So I think that's pretty much the biggest threat tonight, is just a little bit of winds to maybe 55 miles an hour overnight. It looks like the majority of this thunderstorm watch, I mean, it's going to be trimmed back some as storms continue to move through, back toward the Waco area and all that. Eventually is going to be cut out of it. Stephenville, Erath County, all that is going to be cut out as we progress through the remainder of the morning. Not all of this area, just because the watch is out till 7 in the morning doesn't mean that it's going to last until 7 in the morning. It's really just until the storms pass through. Houston, I think it'll probably be about 7 when the storms actually do pass through. But currently the watch goes all the way down to the Gulf Coast. And if they don't think that this is going to materialize into a severe weather threat overnight, they don't think that it's going to actually continue, they may cut the warnings or the watches a little bit easy or a little bit early. I can't even talk anymore. But again, they have let all the severe thunderstorm warnings expire. So that's some good news. Certainly some good news. But since there are no severe thunderstorm watches still, I think I'm going to end the stream here in just a second. Yep. And that's actually just what I was about to say, Cassie, is that said, even though there are no severe thunderstorm watches, there are still 11 active flash flood warnings across the country. So if you're under a flash flood warning, turn around. Don't drown if you see water covering the roadway. It's not worth trying to drive through it to get to your destination. Just, turn around and find an alternate route. Find another road that is not covered by water. It is, again, not worth your life to try to get to your destination by driving through high water. Water is a lot more powerful than it looks. It can just a couple of inches of water can sweep a car off the roadway, even a full-size truck. So turn around and don't drown. But that also said, throughout the remainder of the night, in this blue shaded area, that is where the severe thunderstorm watch is currently at. So if you're under that severe thunderstorm watch, have multiple ways to receive watches and warnings throughout the night, mainly the warnings, but have a way to receive those throughout the night, whether that's NOAA weather radio and a television station, or NOAA weather radio and a phone app, or phone app and whatever. Have multiple ways to receive watches and warnings throughout the overnight hours. And again, if you're under a flash flood watch or warning throughout the overnight hours, just turn around and don't drown if there's water over the roadway. Again, it's not worth your life to get to your destination. And also, before I go, just one more thing I want to remind everybody: if you're new joining the channel, please, thank you for the sub. Oh my gosh, I'm really getting tired here. Thank you for the subscriptions tonight, and everybody for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, sleep safe at night. Sleep with God. Lost my train of thought now. If you're new to the channel, this is only the temporary channel where I'm going to be live streaming my weather coverage just until I get enough subscribers to be able to start going live on my new channel, which I have a link to down in the description of this video. But this is only a temporary home for my weather content. New channel is called Chase Tracks Weather, and there's a link to that down in the description below. Follow that link, or you can also the QR code. If I can figure out where to point, the QR code down in the left corner of the screen is where you can, if you scan that, it'll take you to the new channel Chase Tracks Weather, and you can subscribe there. Make sure to hit that notification bell as well. So once I start uploading some of my forecast videos and do live streams over there, you'll get notified of those. I'll still be live on here at least for the next, probably hopefully the end of the month. But I have to have a certain threshold of subscribers over on the new channel to be able to actually live stream. So yeah, go over there and make sure to subscribe over there. And that is where the new home of all my weather content is going to be here in the very near future. I've already started uploading all my archives, so if you come back looking to watch one of these live streams on this channel, they will be set to I'll be taking them down from this channel eventually, but in the future they will all be, if you're looking for them, I'm uploading all of them to my new channel, so you'll be able to go over there and watch them again. That's Chase Tracks Weather, link in the description below, and you can also scan the QR code as well. It'll take you to the new channel. So I just want to check the comments one last time before I end the live stream. Again, thank you everybody for watching tonight. I really appreciate all the likes. And if you have not already, make sure to like this live stream too. It just helps out the algorithm a little bit. Helps the live stream reach more people. Absolutely, Carrie. No destination is worth your life. Definitely agree. I guarantee there will be many areas of flash flooding or possibly down tree limbs blocking. Yeah, we've seen multiple reports tonight of down trees and some storm damage, especially up along the Red River, the border of Texas and Oklahoma tonight. Multiple reports, unfortunately, of some damage, some structural damage and stuff. Honestly, I don't know how you do a super chat. I really don't know. I don't know how to do them. I know you can do them. I have that enabled, but I don't know how to do it. I think it might be that $sign on the bottom of the chat bar, but I'm not for sure. I've actually never sent one. let me just go back through the chat real quick. And also, I'll just go back through real quick and see if there's any new storm reports. I guess before we go, I will, I'll show you guys this one more time. I don't know if this is updated or not. I might have to update it. Let's see if I refresh it, does it show up? $sign at the bottom right of the screen. Okay. Yeah, that's how you do it, Jeremy. So what I'm showing you guys right now is the current storm reports for yesterday, June 8th through this morning, and a lot of wind reports out there by the blue, noted by the blue. A couple of tornado reports up into the Texas Panhandle and even out to the East Coast. A few tornado reports out there. Lots of wind reports scattered throughout the southern plains tonight, from pretty much across central Texas. Into East Texas. And also even some severe wind reports all the way out to the East Coast, into the Carolinas, and even Virginia's. Also a few hail reports. So total tornado reports today was about 6 tornado reports. Had 197 wind reports today and 139 hail reports. So that brings the total reports today to a total of 342. So, yeah. Again, that's the SPC storm reports for Sunday today. So, lots of storm reports out today. It was a busy day. I definitely think you could call it a severe weather outbreak today. Unfortunately, I was not around for any of those tornadoes today, but yeah. So that's pretty much it. Again, severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect for everywhere, shaded in blue overnight tonight. And thank you guys again all so much for the support. Thank you for watching the stream, the support. Just want to check one more time on my, make sure I didn't just get any storm reports. Nope. So I don't think there's any that I missed. Don't think there's any chats that I missed. Going once. Going twice. Anybody else got anything to say before I end the live stream? Good night, Ramona. Appreciate you watching. Thank you for the support. Hopefully, I will see you again soon on another stream. Don't know when I'll be live again next. It could be a little bit, unless we have another overnight event. I usually don't get to stream during the week because I work during the day. But if it's an overnight event, I might be live. Yeah, again, there is a slight risk of severe into eastern New Mexico tomorrow and down in the southeast United States up to the East Coast. So there is a possibility of some more severe tomorrow, but if it's during the day, I likely will not be live. But if there's anything overnight, I might try to go live. It just kind of depends. It just really depends on how it looks. When is field day? Is that next week? I probably won't be out. Probably won't be out for field day. What day is AWR field day? I do need to start doing some more ham radio live stream. Oh, no, that's 2 weeks from now. I don't know if I will be... I don't know if I'll be live streaming it from the field. I will probably be... live streaming inside, possibly. I don't know yet. I haven't even thought about field day yet. I'm hoping that special surprise for the channel will show up before then. So stay tuned, hammies, all the ham radio operators. Stay tuned. I have a certain special surprise that's coming in the mail. Hopefully it arrives by field day. Smoke Eater 74, thank you for the super chat, for the $9.99 super chat. How's Waco looking later on? Well, right now Waco is pretty much just the storms are pretty much already past Waco. Pretty much your severe chances are pretty much over. So, what are you asking if I got that? And that thing that I talked to you about, Jeremy? The thing that I talked to you about? It hasn't arrived yet. That if it's that thing that we were talking about, it hasn't arrived yet. Yeah, Waco, pretty much all the heavy rain's actually already moved out of there. There's still going to be some more rain back behind this complex, a little bit of moderate to heavy rain. But for the most part, the severe threat's over. I wouldn't be surprised if they start cutting that watch back even more, including the Waco area here very soon. Still could have some maybe marginally gusty winds, maybe 40 to 50, but other than that, nothing severe at the rest of the night. So, thank you again for the super chat, Smoke Eater. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for the support. And thank you everybody for all the likes and the loves too. I really appreciate it, guys. Let me check this too. What is going on here? I'm trying to fix my chat. There we go. But yeah, hopefully that answered your question, Andrew. Let's see. Just going back through the chat real quick. Make sure I didn't miss anything else. Did I just get a new chat? But yeah, Jeremy, it is that thing that we talked about. It should be here at some point. And thank you, Jeremy, Off Duty Ham Radio, for the super chat, $10 super chat. I really appreciate it. If you have not already, make sure to go, if you're a amateur radio operator, go check out Jeremy's channel. Him and I go to all the Ham Fest together. He's got a good channel. He just started a few months ago. Well, about a year ago he started, but he's still trying to grow his channel. So go over there and support his channel if you're interested in amateur radio content. He's got a couple reviews I know he's working on right now too, since Dayton. So go check him out. But thanks again for the super chat, both Smoke Eater and Jeremy, Off Duty Ham Radio. Feel free to put a link to your channel in the description, Jeremy. I think you can just type @ and your YouTube name. Yeah, let me just roll back through real quick. Make sure. I think I got everything. I think I got everything out of the chat tonight. But yeah, thank you everybody. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, there's Jeremy. He just put his YouTube handle down there in the chat. So again, if you're a amateur radio operator ham radio operator. If you're interested in that kind of content, go check out his channel, Off Duty Ham Radio. He's still working on growing his channel right now, and he does it when he can. He posts when he can. So I know he would appreciate it if you guys went and checked out his channel. But yeah, still no more severe thunderstorm warnings out there, so we're in great shape right now. It's again all heavy rain and maybe some sub-severe winds, maybe some gusty winds at times, but for the most part, nothing severe. I just wanted to hang around a few more minutes and see if anything got reissued, and sure enough, nothing is reissued. So I really think we are in good shape for the rest of the night. So yeah. All right, guys. Well, it is 3:35 in the morning here, and I have to work tomorrow, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump off of here. Again, I appreciate everybody joining me tonight for this live stream. Like I said, if there's any other severe weather this week, late overnight, I might be back on. I am not 100% on that. It just kind of depends on how everything pans out later into the evening. But there is a possibility. I haven't really looked at models enough to know when the next live stream is, but I need to figure out a way to start letting people know when I might go live. But yeah, guys. So again, with that said, I'm gonna jump off of here. You guys have a great night. Thank you guys all again so much for joining. Thank you for all the likes and the loves and all that sort of thing here on the live stream. Thank you, Jeremy and Smoke Heater, for the 2 super chats tonight. I really appreciate it, guys. And I hope to see all you guys on the next live stream. Everybody be safe tonight. And again, if you are anywhere in the severe thunderstorm watch, have a way to receive latest warnings overnight, have multiple ways to receive warnings, as always. And as always, also, if there's flooding, water over the roadway, turn around, don't drown. It's not worth your life to try to get to your destination. So everybody stay safe tonight, guys. Again, thank you for watching, and you guys take care. By the way, if anybody is still watching, I was literally just about to end the live stream. But new severe thunderstorm warning, real quick. Just want to pass it along. New severe thunderstorm warning down here for the Colleen area. This is going to be for Bell, Coryell, in Lampasas counties. Hail less than an inch, little greater than 3/4 of an inch hail, and 60-mile-an-hour winds is the main threat. So that's about it, guys. just want to let you guys know that. So if you're in that area, heed the warning. Go inside and stay away from exterior walls and windows. But everybody be safe. Y'all have a good night.